Hey Capricorn, welcome to your July 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. And we're going to take a look and see what the energy is here for the month. Also, too, I want to make an announcement. The personal readings are on sale at this time. So if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. We're running a good sale, so don't miss it. Let's see here. All right. All right, Capricorn. You have the King of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles here. This is your overall energy. I'll break down these cards here in a moment for the ones that are newer to the channel. But the King of Pentacles is very much your energy. It's very... I wonder if you ever get tired of this, Capricorn, when people always associate you with work and career. But I don't think so. I think that's just like your nature, right? Work, career, you have ambition. There's things that you're chasing. There's things that you want to build. There's things that you want to create. And I'm seeing you here for this month. The King of Pentacles is always a good sign. The King of Pentacles represents mastering the material reality, right? So work and career looks good here. With this Eight of Pentacles, I feel like you're going, like, I'm hearing steadfast here. And Six of Swords is always getting out of the muck as well, like getting unstuck from the mud. And so with career and work projects, I really feel like this is a month where you'll be seeing some things pick up here, or you'll at least be seeing like these advances here, especially if you've been feeling like stuck or at a plateau, or things have just felt stale and you've been wanting to change things up, switch things up here. I definitely feel like this is a month where you're going to be noticing those things here. Not only that, it's bringing you more abundance here with the King of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is the card of it deals with being practical, methodical, refining things on a day-to-day basis, just basically sticking to your responsibility and doing what it is that you need to do, right? When it comes to work or your job, or even with a project or anything like that. I definitely feel with that Six of Swords, this is you advancing in new directions here, even opening yourself up to different directions. Like you may notice like you're doing different things here. It's like you're thinking outside the box, you're trying newer ideas. And these newer ideas are the things that you're tweaking here, are shifting things and creating a big ripple effect that I think by the end of the July here, you're going to be seeing like, oh damn, I actually see, okay, the results of what I've been doing. You did pull the High Priestess, Page of Cups, Three of Swords here. You got the Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and then you have the Judgment card here. Yeah, Judgment card is here in the outcome, so I do feel like there is some type of major decision here that you're going to have to make. In a way, it's like I kind of feel like this is already in your conscious awareness, but this Judgment card is like some form of a final decision here. And you know, that Page of Cups being in the challenge, I'll talk about that here in a moment, but let's go to your current energy with it being the High Priestess. The High Priestess is when like we're just trying to be still. It's like we're trying to listen to our intuition here. We're trying to almost like receive downloads from the divine in a way. And you're just kind of letting, it's an energy of stillness. It's like you're letting whatever comes up, right, to enter into your conscious awareness. And so I'll definitely pay attention to the signs here, whatever is coming up from the unconscious or whatever is like coming to your conscious awareness at this time, especially if it's something that like moves you, right? The Page of Cups being in the challenge, you could be looking for inspiration at this time. Some of you, when it comes to work and career, maybe you're looking for different clientele, or you're looking for different types of services, or you're wanting to offer different types of services. Or maybe you're trying to find something here as well for yourself that can give you guidance and that can give you support here. But it's interesting though that the Hermit is the advice. The Hermit is, you know, is a card of guidance, is a card of wisdom, does deal with guides as well. Some of you could be guides for others, right? So an example of that would be like if, let's just say you have a profession and you're someone who helps someone out, right? That would be the Hermit card. Or you could be looking for this on the flip side too. You could be looking for like a deeper level of wisdom when it comes to something that you're doing here. And the Hermit does also point to like solitude. It's not isolation, it's solitude. It's where you may need solitude at this time to be able to do introspection and reflection. The High Priestess is associated with water, and so is the Page of Cups, obviously, right? And so, you know, Cups, water, deal with introspection, reflection, deals with depth, deals with the ability to be reflective. And so I definitely feel at this time, if you're needing to like process things or give yourself time and space when it comes to your personal life and just your own personal self, I would definitely do it. Because this Three of Swords being here in the future, I don't think this is something new that's like coming up. I think this is something that you've been dealing with here. And I just think you're starting to see the reality. You're like, okay, well, you know, definitely I'm seeing the reality of the situation. It's not giving me what it is that I want. In fact, it's just making me only upset. And so this Three of Swords could be you healing from something here, especially why, that Hermit coming out. It's like, if you're needing guidance or advice, the Hermit is one of those cards that deals with like research. And I'm not telling you to do like literal research, although maybe it'll be beneficial, but it's research in a way to where, let's just say you have a certain issue that you deal with all the time, right? Or that you've been dealing with. And sometimes it's like we can just be so caught up in the issue that we're just like kind of dwelling in that emotion, or we're just kind of stuck in that energy. And so the Hermit can represent like finding a solution, right? Whether it's seeking guidance from a person who has the wisdom and the experience that has been through what you've been through and that can give you a form of guidance, or going online, finding answers to whatever it is that you're dealing with at this time. So I do feel like that Three of Swords is this deeper healing that is going on. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The Three of Swords is never a good card. It's actually one of the worst. I would say Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. But I don't think this is something that's coming up. I feel like this is something that you've already been dealing with. That's why the Judgment card is here. It's like you're having to really get down to the bottom of something here and make a decision that's going to change things in a big way. So we'll see what that is here. This Nine of Wands is in the position here of something you're unaware of. Nine of Wands is resistance, it's adversity. It's where our beliefs are fluxing, right? It waxes, we're optimistic one moment, and then the next moment we're kind of pessimistic, and we're not feeling, as expansive, we're feeling restrictive. And so the Nine of Wands, though, is saying there's like a last hump here, like a last push here that you have to make, Capricorn, when it comes to something. And it's interesting that the Judgment card has come out too, because it is the archetype of Pluto, and Pluto is going to be retrograding back into your sign very soon. So Pluto does deal with transformation. It really deals with getting down to the bottom of things, right? Going to the core of things, transforming things. And when it's coming back into your sign, it's like it's really when it comes to your own sense of self and your own being. And so there's this deeper uncovering here of who you are, what it is that you're trying to do, and who it is that you're trying to be. And so we'll clarify that, but let me pull your oracle cards here. You pull this 10th house card that says authority. See, you can't make this shit up. The 10th house deals with your career. It deals with your, like, what you're known for, right? So if you're like, I don't know, a plumber, you're known for being a plumber. Or if you're a YouTuber, you're known for being a YouTuber. Whatever the case might be. It also deals with status, right? It's like climbing the mountain, right? It deals with the ideal, too, of like what you're wanting to be and who you're wanting to be and what you're wanting to create as far as like a legacy or just some type of career thing structured around career here. So there's definitely some things going on when it comes to your career. But it's interesting, though, you're getting unstuck, though, if you've been stuck. If you haven't been stuck, keep doing what it is that you're doing, because you're creating a ripple effect here through this day-to-day practical, methodical work, this consistent work with the Eight of Pentacles that is shifting the tides here, the Six of Swords, and putting you into a stronger position with that King of Pentacles when it comes to your material reality and what it is that you're trying to manifest as far as like your abundance. You pull this Eye of the Needle, it says intentionality here. So this card is just like clarifying your intentions. That's why the High Priestess and the Hermit has come out, right? As the advice and the current energy being the High Priestess. Because sometimes if we don't know our intentions, we need to gain a sense of awareness about what those are. And to do that, the Hermit deals with introspection and reflection, taking the time necessary to have some solitude, to be able to go deeper, to be able to illuminate what you're unaware of at this time. And so it's like once you find like the right intention here by giving yourself that reflection, introspection, this is where the decision is coming, where the change is coming in here with the Judgment. That Three of Swords, we're gonna have to clarify that and get more on that before I say anything else about it. You have this desire, it says attraction, it says snake here. Yeah, it's like these desires that you have, right? So say for instance, it's like you have a certain amount of money you want to make, or you just have an ideal of what you want your career, work, or some type of project or endeavor to be. It's like you're desiring that, and so there is a strong sense of desire, but in order for you to really manifest that desire, it does come from the intentions about how you want to move forward and what you want to do here. So let's go through and clarify and get more on this. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles here. You have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups deals with like chasing the ideal, right? It's chasing the ideal. It's that form of desire that's in motion, right? So after we've gained that sense, we know what our desires are, and now we're like putting things into motion because it's like this is something that's emotionally compelling for us. And so that's what I see you working on here with that Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups here for the overall energy. And then you did pull the King of Pentacles on the Six of Swords, and you pulled the Two of Wands on the King of Pentacles here. I like the Two of Wands because it does deal with ambition and like really wanting to achieve things. And so I feel like you're getting very clear, and this is a month that you're getting very clear about what it is that you actually want to take action on and how you want to take action. And I do feel like there is a big shift though when it comes to your career. A lot of you could be making more money this month, or you could be seeing your like your resources, your revenue increase here, or the status of your work, climbing here. So I like this. It definitely does. It is an energy of abundance. So let's clarify this High Priestess here in your current energy. You pulled the Death card. Yeah, definitely. I knew that Three of Swords was something that you've already kind of been dealing with. And the Death card is a card of transformation, right? In transformation, the Death card energy is never easy because it requires change. And so sometimes when we go through change, it can be difficult. It can bring the Three of Swords. And that's why this High Priestess is like wanting you to kind of like surrender, because the High Priestess does with like surrendering and like receiving. And with the Death card being here, it's like surrendering to the transformation. The more you put up a fight toward it, Nine of Wands, like the more resistance you're gonna get. And so that's something just to be aware of here. It's like it's not gonna be easy, but the transition in which you're under is going to be worth it. Clarify the Page of Cups here. In your current energy, you have the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords in the future. You have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, Three of Swords is when your expectations get let down. So I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you, Capricorn. I would have realistic expectations. Because in a way, if your expectations aren't really centered and grounded, then you may set yourself up for disappointment. And that's something that you can easily avoid by just me pointing it out to you. That Nine of Swords, Page of Cups being in your current energy, it's like you could be anxious. I'm almost feeling like there's a lot of energy that you have, but it's almost like your energy is kind of dispersed or scattered here. So that's why the intention card has come out. It's like to concentrate your intentions, right? Because Nine of Swords is like when the mind is so dispersed and we're thinking about a million other things and it becomes like a never-ending nightmare. And so the Page of Cups being here, it's like you're looking for that positive, like you're looking for that intention or like that understanding here about what you can do that gives you that positive feedback with the Page of Cups. But that's in the challenge, because I think because you're going through a transformation at this time, that it's really hard to maybe feel that or to grab that at this time. That's why the Death card here with the High Priest is saying sometimes like you just have to like surrender and then give yourself solitude, reflection, and space and introspection to allow the new things to come up here. Clarify this Nine of Wands, the Hermit, and the Judgment card. Clarify the Nine of Wands. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Six of Wands on the Hermit. And then you have the Judgment Tower. Let's see what that is. Two of Swords here. All right. Well, Five of Swords is when... Five of Swords can be a card of defeat, right? You could be feeling defeated. Like maybe you may think you like lost something, or you didn't get what it is that you wanted. And so maybe it's kind of made you resentful or angry, or has made you kind of spiteful. I'm sure, keep it real. It's just the human experience. It's what the tarot is. But the universe is saying here, like, the adversity in which you are facing, don't let that stop you from having a positive mindset or having a positive attitude about things here. Being stuck in the past or thinking too much on the past is like you're stuck there. And so the Nine of Wands is saying, yes, it's difficult moving forward, but that's your only choice at this time, is to push forward here. And if you push forward, you'll have your breakthrough here with this Judgment in the Tower. And that Two of Swords, I feel like you're making peace with something here finally with this Judgment Tower, Two of Swords. It's like you're calling something truce here, which is allowing you to be able to let go, to break yourself out of this self-imposed prison with the Tower, Nine of Swords, to help fully step into a new beginning with this Judgment card. And your advice with the Six of Wands and the Hermit is don't forget to lean on your supporters And if you don't have support at this time, the Hermit and the Six of Wands is like seeking out support. Right? Because if you're trying to do it all alone, it's going to be very difficult. It's almost like I'm hearing like delegating responsibility. I feel like for some of you Capricorns in the month of July, it's like you're having to like really delegate responsibilities, because I think there's so much that you're taking on, or that you took on, that you're like, okay, well, hold on, like I can't do this all right now. Like I got to like delegate some of this, or let go of some responsibilities here. And so if that's what you're feeling you need to do, I definitely feel like this reading is saying, yeah, you should do that. So let's actually extend this out. Where is this Judgment, Tower, Two of Swords going? And you know, like I said, this future energy, Three of Swords, the Eight of Wands, this is just about having realistic expectations, because this is when expectations, you know, don't get met and then you become disappointed. So, you know, I feel like it's an energy, it's almost like a heads up here, or a warning. So just be aware of that. That doesn't mean you won't get what it is that you want. I just think it's in the time frame in which you want it and ideally are seeing it not happening. And I think that's what's causing this point. You have this Hangman card, which is conscious illumination after a time of being almost stuck in between two worlds. So it's like, oh, it's like you finally are starting to see clearly now. I think things have been really foggy here for you. You have the Devil, and you have the Four of Cups here. Damn, there's a lot coming out. I feel like this Devil's you, Capricorn. I don't think it's anything toxic. Although I will say there is an energy about like self-sabotage coming up. Some of you are finally breaking the pattern of like self-sabotage here. But I really feel like this Devil card is your energy. And so I feel like this is you gaining some form of conscious illumination, some form of a different perception, that you're seeing things differently now. Things are starting to become clear, and now you're seeing things in new angles, which is helping you free yourself from this past energy of the Death card, Three of Swords. And the Four of Cups being here, it's interesting because the Four of Cups can deal with like yearning or melancholy. It's almost like this desire in which we have, and you did pull the Desire card right down here. But we have to like give ourselves permission, like to, it's like if there's something that we're desiring, it's like we have to allow ourselves to go and experience it. And you know, I feel here that it's almost as if maybe you're holding yourself back, and I feel like the universe is saying here, like, don't hold yourself back here. Like if there's something here that you're wanting for yourself, or changes that you're wanting to make, free yourself from whatever it is that is binding you from making those changes, because otherwise you're going to be stuck here in the Four of Cups energy. I feel like this is more so of like a warning read, not even like warning because there's something crazy or anything like that, but it's like a heads up. It's like an energy of like, to where you have the free will here to avoid things, right, that'll make your life easier rather than harder. So I think here, like, clarify this Four Cups, Four of Wands. Yeah, Four of Wands is desires being celebrated after one has manifested what they have defined for themselves. So yeah, it's almost like the universe is, I'm seeing like in your outcome, Judgment, Tower, Two of Swords, like something is happening here that is, it's almost like the universe is serving you something on a platter, but it's like whether or not you allow yourself to accept it or take it. And I feel like there's certain things here that in order for you to do that, so you have to like let go of the attachments or what you're binded to, whether it's like a past experience or maybe even something materially or something, you know, physically, in order for you to really open up to this. And so you're getting the chance and the opportunity, and I feel like the universe is saying do it because it's going to change things for you in a good way. I feel like though when it comes to career and work, it's like you're, like I said, the overall energy, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Swords, King of Pentacles. Six of Swords, like when we have to get inventive, right? It's like we have to start opening up our mind, being more eclectic with newer ideas, different approaches, in order for us to progress and break through plateaus and move out of the mucky waters, you know. So it's like you're doing this here, but I do sense that it's almost coming with a sacrifice, and I think that sacrifice, maybe there's some type of emotional attachment to something, but you're realizing like it no longer serves you. So it's like you're realizing like, okay, like I have to open up to this new thing if I'm going to be able to really move forward and get what it is that I want. And I feel like if you do that, you will get what it is that you want. But it definitely isn't easy, right? Death card, Three of Swords. It's a process of transformation. So So that's what I got for you, Capricorn, in your reading. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, I would love to do a personal reading for you. The reads are on sale. If you click that link down below in the description, it'll take you straight to my website. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well, so that way you get notified whenever I upload your video. And yeah, if you liked the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Otherwise than that, I'm wishing you the best, Capricorn. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and I'll talk to you in your next video.